I'm too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful. So all my time I spend cheerful, and I know exactly what I'm here for. I'm too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful. So all my time I spend cheerful, and I know exactly what I'm here for. I'm too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful. So all my time I spend cheerful, and I know exactly what I'm here for. I'm too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful. So all my time I spend cheerful, and I know exactly what I'm here for.
What it do? It's your boy, Dragon Ball Art 92, and I'm back with another BAM reaction video. Yes, it's been a little minute, you guys. I was actually on vacation, so that's why I haven't dropped any videos lately. But we back on it, and we back on our Ultra Vegito hype.
You serious?
You dig? But before we get to the content today, you guys, make sure you hit that good like button for your boy. So that way we can push the video out to the algorithm and we can be seen by a bigger audience. Also, if you're stopping here for the first time, I just want to sincerely thank you for coming by and checking out the video with us today. Here at Dragon Ball Art 92, we do reaction videos. Dragon Ball everything reaction videos. So if you're a Dragon Ball fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Dragon Ball Art family. Now that we got all that good stuff out the way, let's get to the content.
And manga Patreon in the world. The links are in the pinned comment and description. See you there. This will be enough. Don't make this any harder than it needs to be. I'm here to kill one man, not whatever you are, Avalar.
Kill me. How do you have my dear king's eyes?
So our story continues with the inconceivable return of a long-thought forgotten Goku, Avenger Goku, otherwise known as the Goku that got away. The one that escaped Ultra Vegito with instant transmission and found himself in an entirely new multiverse.
I actually remember when that happened. He was fighting Elusive at the time, and they was traveling through different timelines, and he jumped in the timeline where they all was about to fight Cell. Y'all remember that? Yeah, okay, so you know he's mad right now, and this about to be good. Let's get back to it, though.
Trained by Elder God Akko Bell himself, as he would now get into fighting stance, stared at by a silent Avalar, but also a stunned Elder God leader, Zeus. And talking of Zeus, he would find himself stepping back, thinking,
how is this possible? Long have I known. These children have gone off and created creations based off of my blueprints, as they should, when following the supreme leader of the Elder Gods. It was always known, these Saiyans, Castiel and Hera have both made versions of, were always based on the Wolfgar I first developed millennia ago. But for this Saiyan to tap so far into his genetic roots, to go so deeply, that he could even access Wolfgar abilities.
Okay, that's quite interesting. For, you know, him, for one, for him to be trained by Akabel.
Oh, help me! Help me! Nigga!
You know, that's interesting alone. But the fact that he know the Wolfgar techniques, you feel me? Like Ultra Vegito got that too, but Ultra Vegito had to absorb Zeus's fire in order to get that ability.
So shut up!
But this Goku got it on his own. That's how you know how mad he was for what Ultra Vegito did to everybody that day. Wow. Interesting. This is going to be good. I want to see how well he fights.
On top of his own Saiyan ones, this boy, he defies reality itself. What is he?
As indeed, when we look at Avenger Goku's stone-cold face, His gleaming yellow eyes would show all. He would have the same ability as King himself to get stronger at will, as he would just let out, "Nothing to say? Then my conscience is clear." As instantly, he would then clap his hands, like praising Avalar until... Immediately shooting forward like he had fired 2 bullets, 2 clones of Avenger Goku would come firing straight out, both coming to the lateral sides of Avalar, as if aiming to take him off guard from 2 separate locations.
His power and speed has gone up again. Maybe he finally isn't playing around. Good.
The stoic Avalar not saying much, but at least acknowledging the difference in Goku to last chapter now. And he would be forced to, when in the very next panel, Avalar would raise his left arm up with urgency to block a shockingly hard kick, his forearm slamming directly onto the shin of the Goku clone, as a second would already be on the...
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Goku right now is looking like a beast, bro.
It is time to take back what is mine. I will not live my life as your second.
I mean, he got the Ultra Ego look with the no eyebrows, or the Super Saiyan 3 with no eyebrows, with the long black hair, not gold hair, black hair.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You know what I mean? He looked like he been in the woods for like 30 years just camping and surviving, you know? Damn! But nah, bro, for real though. He's going insane right now with the Super Saiyan 6 on top of the Wolfgar abilities, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Zeus Spider gonna be able to put up a challenge with this version of Goku, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro, but let's see.
Move to get behind Avalar. And behind is exactly where the clone would get, as it would be seen smacking directly onto the back of Avalar, leashing out a grunt of discomfort in the ice-sculpted figure. The 2 clones then moving forward simultaneously in perfect sync, as Avalar would fall to his knees like a defeated titan.
Where are you going?
But with a scarily sharp turn back, Avalar's icy blank stare would cause something to react within the tournament stage. More accurately, underneath it.
Freeze!
Where did this come from? As summoning once more an explosion from below the stage itself again, like it were always there anyway. An eruption of cubic reflective ice shards would shoot upwards behind the 2 Goku clones, stopping them from moving further, but though they wouldn't be hit, they would be making contact.
So this spider is another ice spider that uses ice. We didn't seen this already, so
I'm Chucky.
I'm pretty sure Goku will be able to finish him off pretty quick. But let's get back to it.
What am I looking at? This doesn't just feel like ice.
And Avenger Goku, staring into his own reflection, would have some questions until...
Ah! I knew it!
As arising from this so-called ice, like it were a living creature, ice-like appendages would come rising out and quickly swoop around the leg of the clones.
What? It won't let me move!
The grip from these tentacles becoming surprisingly strong when they would solidify into place.
This right here kind of just makes it seem like it's something more than just ice that he's wielding right now. But it came off as just being ice at first, so. But I want to know what this fighter of Zeus is capable of, because it seems like you're giving Goku a little challenge right now. But let's get back to it.
No! No! But that wouldn't be the end of the nightmare, as soon as these would tighten their grip and make contact, almost just as fast, Goku's clone would begin freezing on the spot, a line of ice running across his body and over his face in a flash. Until ultimately, much like Piccolo was against the former fighter, these clones would be frozen into ice statues of their own. Thank you. But now, ducking his head down, a creepy-looking Avalar would raise his arms slowly up, continuing, "Now, I give you permission to move again." As instantly rising his head the moment he would do so.
Bro, he just pretty much used the ice to explode it and had Goku in a hold. You feel me? That was pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting move. I know that gave Goku some damage, bro. And that was very interesting. Okay, let's get back to it.
Absolutely all ice structures, including the newly made statues of Goku himself, would absolutely self-eradicate themselves, with everything suddenly turning from solid material to pure ice dust, melting into the air as water vapor. Now, you have some idea why I told you not to hold back. Make one mistake with me, boy, and your story of revenge will end abruptly. If I was your age, I would give... What? But despite Avalar's best attempts to look intimidating, to try and talk back this Avenger Goku, in the very next panel, he'd systematically be told to shut up, when right in his face, rotating at rapid speed, the real Super Saiyan 6 would be coming with his legs sorely aimed directly at Avalar's chin. I'll never run away again!
He must got PTSD or something, excuse me, from what happened with Ultra Vegito or something, bro, because he keeps saying I would never run away again. Like, what's going on, bro? He using that as fuel, bro. And I get it. He probably really feel bad on himself that he ran when his whole family got sucked up by Ultra Vegito. I know that didn't sound right, pause, bro. But Ultra Vegito did absorb everybody there. You know what I mean? Took his whole family and he got up out of there. He tried to fight, but there was no competition with that fight at that time. So, but it's just kind of funny, bro, that he got PTSD from that. And now he says, I will never run away again. Let's get back to it.
And with the most thunderous of impacts, Goku would land this kick straight on Avalar. The Iceman's skull rocked instantly. And from his gruesome groans and the complete decimation of his cheek, pure damage would be seen on Avalar. And now another crack running all across the right side of his face. Shards of ice bursting everywhere. Sent flying away, as only now with the real deal Goku would he experience the power of a Super Saiyan 6. What brute strength is this god or mortal? And on his journey backward, the damaged-faced Avalar would still have the consciousness to recognize the strength of Avenger Goku. But not long after, it would be time for recovery, but in a unique way to say the least, as almost immediately his left leg would begin deforming and shoot straight down in a mass of blue ice, crashing to the ground and expanding rapidly. The Iceman now still, as with his lower half looking peculiar, he would let out, "Now I understand why Lord Zeus brought me here. A worthy rival has finally emerged, it seems. But does he know who he is facing? I am Avalar!" As stunningly replacing Avalar's lower half just to stop himself from moving any further.
An ice mountain. Pretty interesting. And it basically stopped him from keep flying off into space, which is cool. Now he got a chance to get his traction back. But Goku did rock him though, bro. He rocked the out of him, bro. So it's one-sided so far, but let's get back to it.
Avalar would become an ice mountain himself, at the very peak of this Everest-like mountain, looking down, before he would slowly let out, "Everything you do is pointless." Just as he would say this, the cracks on his cheek would just casually heal back up, filling up with water and freezing back in place. And with a rare smile now without a blemish, Avalar would explain, "You see this? You see whatever you do to me will eventually come out to be worth none. Your power even now is worth nothing, my boy." Huh? And Goku, with a confused face, would in fact be surprised by this kind of feeling, having never met Boo in his timeline, as he would continue, "For an ice..."
That's crazy, bro, because he's right. He never made it to the Boo Saga. None of them did.
Wait a minute.
So I wonder in that timeline, bro, did Boo come and destroy the planet? Did Babidi come down and still release Boo and Boo took over with no Z fighters? That's a crazy future, bro. Let's get back to it.
Man, you're pretty durable, you know. Lord Akubel is the only guy I know who could take a kick like that and keep it moving. Whatever you're made out of, it's definitely not the ice I know. But I guess I should be more surprised with that healing. What's with that? I can tell you now, the snowmen on Earth never did that. Durable. I am more than that. I cannot be broken. Lord Zeus did not just create another warrior when he created me. He created an element itself. The element of water. This...
Ooh! So he's basically saying he's water. If he's water, he can't be defeated, bro. How can you defeat water, bro?
I'd have to do with it.
No. He's got a point.
You know what I mean? Even if you vaporize it, bro, it's in the air, bro. You know, there's water in everything pretty much, bro, except for the sun. You know? But let's get back to it. That's hypey.
Snow you speak of, its very existence came originally from Zeus's very blueprint. And so, it came from me. As now with a bird's eye view, looking down at the mountainous fighter, you would add, in almost all multiverses, water is the basis of all life, all creation.
If Lord Zeus gave me the power I was truly meant to wield, your life would be snuffed out right now. You yourself are made of 90% water. But in his wisdom, Zeus knew, however, to never give a single creation such a tremendous power over all life.
I never thought about it like that, bro, because if he is water and he had the ability to manipulate water that's even inside of beings, there's no one that would be able to defeat him, bro. That would be insane. That's a hack. Let's get back to it.
But what he did give me was more than enough. Near enough invincibility and infinite reincarnation. Look around you, boy. Water does not just exist within you, but it exists all around in the air we breathe too.
As with these particles of water vapor now physically visible to us, Avalar would explain,
This water that exists in infinite supply will heal me automatically no matter the injury. I cannot feel death, and I cannot feel defeat. As long as we exist here and not on the sun itself, I am and always will be the winner. Do you understand now, boy?
As turning his head creepily to the side, those blank white eyes of his would now glow a ghastly blue. Not unlike an angel's, but more to do with his icy nature than divine background. As staring back, a first silent Goku, now staring at a literal mountain of a fighter that was ahead of him, would then eventually respond, So that's what it is. Guess this is just another level from what Cell was. You villains always do seem to have some kind of regeneration. Fine, I'll find a way. You give me no choice. As not put off at all, Avenger Goku would then get into fighting stance, glaring at his opponent high above. As Avalar too would begin encroaching forward, his own fist clenched in unison, the cracks of ice on the mountain beginning to crackle audibly, as he would begin breaking away until... Both warriors now would shoot forward at each other, Super Saiyan 6 Goku from the tournament stage, and Avalar exploding from his once high up perch. Their first collision being a trading of blows using their right elbows, a seismic impact unleashed that would shake the stage and crumble even the ice mountain behind. The two then consecutively landing on each other, Goku smashing a fist again onto Avalar's cheek, while Avalar would crack an icy knee under Goku's chin. But a second cheeky knee attempt would be read perfectly by the Saiyan, a palm stopping it, while his left hand would stop a simultaneous punch. Using his ki to then air blast the ice sculpture away, a small respite of breathing space created, sending Avalar all the way back down to the stage floor, skidding back.
Wherever I am, you will still be in danger.
But when Avalar would raise his hand swiftly up, aimed at Goku, Shards of ice would spontaneously surround his hand. Ah! As Goku looking up would soon notice out of nowhere, like summoning from thin air, larger and larger pieces of ice would form. These natural water vapor particles in the air were now indeed starting to be controlled, just as Avalar had said.
Yeah, now that's a pretty good, interesting move. You know what I mean? To use the water all around him to attack him. You know, I mean, it looked like he's about to probably use the water as blades. I mean, that's pretty much what I can get from it, because what else would you do? You know what I mean? Let's turn to little bullets. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to it.
Soon forming blade-like shards. He wasn't kidding. What a crazy power! Leaving Goku with a stoic look as he would look back down at Avalar, but internally, he would know he had more or less been surrounded. The end result being a rainstorm of destruction. Hail on another level as these ice blades would fire in their thousands, taking Goku down to the ground. This destruction, an endless onslaught, going on for a while until... water! Emerging from the smoke by force. Ironically, what looks like a miniature sun would shine right through, melting anything before it even made contact. It burns! As even Avalar would begin moving backwards from the permeating heat waves, left eventually to just wonder as he would stare.
This heat, this is not just fire.
And indeed, this vibrant orange ball of flame would begin sucking around the air and atmosphere, as even that wasn't safe for these birds. It seems my whole life was fated from the beginning. Of all the powers to gain while training with Aku Bell, what are the odds? It would be just the one needed to finish you, Avalar. As emerging from the orange flames, his hair stuck up wildly, a renewed confidence would be on Goku's face. As with a scream, in a flash, Goku would fire from this burning aura what looks like an orange Kamehameha, now instantly right at Avalar's face.
He got me!
Pretty good technique. So, you know what I mean? Fire against water. But I don't think that's going to be able to finish, bro, because if he's water, like he say, he can just regenerate from the air itself.
Damn!
Which is insane, but let's get back to it.
Avalar's body completely encompassed in the blast flight path now. His face and body already visibly beginning to react to the heat of the blast. The end result being a shimmering fiery blast sent right across the stage and right past the view of the spectating elder gods. Steam and fog now covering the end of the tournament arena as ice would react with the heat of Goku's attacks. But at the end of it, Avalar would still be standing, just with a missing arm dripping with water still. But looking down at the destruction, he would find himself commenting, "You appear a good counter to me. Indeed, maybe many of my attacks would..."
Blew that boy arm off. Oh, so it did do some damage, you know what I mean? But it didn't destroy him. By all means, he's still there and willing and ready to fight. So this is getting real interesting. Let's get back to it.
Fall flat against this heat of yours. But with a grin now surfacing, he would then finish.
The unfortunate part, however, is that the same can be said with me. As long as water exists, I will exist perfectly also.
As raising his head, immediately that missing arm would be healed back again, and the water vapor naturally occurring in the atmosphere, just as Avalar had said, would return him back to normal. Unleashing now a power-up in the distance, while Avenger Goku could do nothing but watch. A puzzled look on the Saiyan's face, as his only thoughts would be, even that attack, even that, didn't do a thing. How much power do I need to get to finish him? There's only one way to find out. Kame! Kame! As with an unconfident look, Goku would place his hands together and...
I don't know how much the Kamehameha gonna do if that blast he just hit him with didn't work that well. But you know how Goku is. He gonna try anyway. Let's get back to it. Look like he about to lose, bro.
Increasing his power level yet again, using his Wolfga eyes, of course, to push past his limits at will. Goku would fire out an even larger beam. This one just pure explosive power, instead of the fire attacks already proven to be ineffective. As a trail of blue Kamehameha would now steamroll across the stage like a chugging train. More! You spoil me. As Avalar's reaction would only to be beaming with a smile, as if inviting the waste of time. Remaining still as he would allow himself to be struck clean, lifted off his feet. Yelling as if this was the end. But in reality, at the end of a trail of destruction, Avalar...
Well, I guess I was wrong. It probably did something then, a little bit more than the last blast, but you wouldn't think so with a Kamehameha wave against a water beam. Let's get back to it.
would remain standing, just missing almost half his body. But though he would seem like he'd be uncomfortable like this... It seems you simply do not understand what I've been saying, boy. I'll say it again. Pointless! Just moments later, no matter the damage we'd see, no matter the power increases of Goku, Avalar would be back to perfection Piccolo style, but seemingly without even needing to request it. But none like this would stop Goku at all, as flying forward already with dual high-spinning energy discs. Double Destructo! He would take an upgraded page out of Krillin's playbook to toss both Destructo discs forward, slicing right down the...
And this Destructo just ain't gonna do nothing. I guess he getting desperate right now. Ooh-wee. I don't know if Goku probably gonna win this one, bro. Dang, he worked so hard for this. But let's see. Let's get back to it.
Shoulders of Avalar. But hardly making a noise or fuss, Avalar would remain still. All the while Goku would then... Goku would increase his power even further, red lightning now erupting all over him, using every bit of his Wolver abilities to push his limits further and further. But as Goku's power would be increasing, it would seem in tandem, Avalar's speed of recovery would increase too, as even mid-power-up, his 2 arms would be back already. You can't do this forever! Eventually, something has to give! Oh dear boy, you are mistaken. I have, and always will be forever. I am water! And so, with an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object in literal terms, a raging battle would go on, but one with little to no resolution so far. I'm running out of energy. As eventually we would be met with the sight of an exhausted Goku, suffering the same setbacks Ultra Vegito faced using those same Wolfgar abilities. As though his power level would be significantly higher, the amount of total energy he had to expend would just be draining faster. As with one barely open eye, he would mumble, "It doesn't matter how much stronger I get. He really is just healing back on autopilot. He doesn't even need to fight me anymore." What's that look on your face, young man? Could it be you have finally understood? My water runs in your veins. In this air we both breathe. It's not my intention to kill you, but keep wasting your energy like this, and it may be inevitable. I remind you, Lord Zeus has not said death is a requirement for this round. I'm not running away! Not again!
There it goes, bro. He said it again. I told you got PTSD from that last episode he had with Ultra Vegito, bro. You already know, bro. Let's get back to it.
As Goku left in what seems like an unwinnable position, gritting his teeth would think, what am I supposed to do? I prepared myself for Vegito's healing. I knew the drawback. I knew every time he'd use it, he'd use up masses of energy. But this is different. If Avalar really claims he's water, then he's never going to run out. Not as long as water is all around us. The minute he gets damaged, the particles of water in the air can reach him and crystallize back to ice whenever he... But just as Goku would be deep in this thought, trying his best to strategize with his 10,000-year-old brain, it would seem this Goku...
So he been training for 10,000 years, bro? That's insane work, bro.
You serious?
Man, he better have something up his sleeve, bro, instead of just getting whooped on like this. But let's get back to it.
Was smarter than ones we'd known previously, and something had finally given him a light bulb idea. Or at least it would have seemed so, but on first sight, Goku's big idea would appear to be the same as usual, screaming into the sky and powering up a tremendous aura, a fiery red aura like before, but one that would seemingly be expanding beyond just around him.
What is he doing? He's tried fire on me already. The fool.
As when we'd look further out, these deep, powerful fires would be outreaching all across the tournament stage now, slathering on every inch of the surface and beginning to surround Avalar. And though the light of the flames would reflect on him and he'd be forced to cover himself momentarily, even he would be confused as to why this Goku would seemingly try the exact same thing again, questioning,
What purpose does this serve? All I see is a boy wasting what little energy he has left. What a shame. But curiously, Avalar would be revealed to not be the only tournament fighter providing a close watch, as soon zooming out, a regal screen in a plain area would be seen, and Avenger Goku would be watched by another Saiyan. So, this is the kind of competition I'll face, huh? More Gokus, more Saiyans.
Oh man, Gogeta. You know this boy's insane, bro. The last episode we seen, he destroyed all his teammates. You know what I mean? They couldn't even stand a chance. And he has some pretty strong teammates on Hera's team. You know what I'm saying? But this Gogeta, he's going to be a problem for everybody. Let's get back to it.
At least this one looks a little different. That look in his eyes. He's seen things. Things just like me. As finally back on our screen would be the true dark horse of the entire tournament of Elder Gods, Vegito, analyzing deeply with his black seraphim on show. Not impressed, are you? Don't worry, neither am I. In the end, all these mortals are just fodder to people like you and me. But as Vegito would enjoy his watch, soon even he would be interrupted by a scrawny voice from behind. And you are another one of these god killers, I presume. Turning his head swiftly without fear, as soon all would be revealed. Don't insult me! I'm not one of these posers. I am one you can consider your greatest colleague. A rival of sorts. As making his return, a little more grown than even before due to his accelerated aging, Ronin would appear, his red and blue eyes continuing to let out energy as usual.
I don't know. I don't think Ronin would be able to put a fight against Gogeta. But he might, bro. I don't know, bro. But they both pretty strong. Let's get back to it.
You're the Ronin these chumps kept going on about? A literal kid. This must be a mistake. I've been hanging around here waiting for someone worth my time. But it looks like only that elder god can get my blood pumping. Not what you expected? I would have thought you would have recognized me. I am your son after all. At least, kind of. As grinning away, Ronin would enjoy claiming yet another fighter was biologically his father until his face would become stunned. At breakneck,
Bro, hey, Gogeta just go after whoever, bro. If you're in the way and he see you, bro, he coming. He coming for your head, bro. That's insane. But let's get back to it.
speed, like the boy had said the wrong thing to the wrong person, Vegito would instantly be there, smashing a kick right at Ronin. The boy with enough reflexes to immediately cross his arms and block in time. Not bad. As far as imposters for my kids go, you've proven yourself there. But let's make this clear. You're no son of mine, because I made sure all of mine are dead.
But from that bombshell, we'd come straight back to Goku, who would continue his power-up and scream. And just like we had thought, all around the stage now, his orange flames would be spreading like the arena was covered in paraffin. But in the thick of it, burning from all sides, Avalar would be unflinching and most important.
I wonder what kind of technique he got going on. Is he gonna probably throw all the flames on him or something? But remember, he can regenerate from the water. So let's see.
Importantly, unmelting. His arms folded as he would comment, "Quite the light show. But you must know this is doing nothing to me. Out of respect, I will let you try everything you possibly could. As pointless as it is, at least you will die without regret." But just as out of nowhere as that initial power-up was, it would all come to an abrupt end when Goku would lose all his aura, like he had given everything, instead setting alight the stage. As responding finally to Avalar, Avenger Goku would just say, "Doing nothing to you? Good. You weren't the target. But now you will be. This will be my final attack. An attack you won't be recovering from. An attack I've waited 10,000 years to use. And these flames will make a whole lot more sense once I'm done." As now staring forward, calmer than he'd been in a while, his final words would be, "Now, the question is, do you understand me, Avalar?"
When Goku takes the fight serious, you better watch out, boy, because I don't think you can beat a focused Goku, especially when he's real focused and it's not just fun for him. Oh, you gonna have a problem. Let's get back to it.
Kaioken times 10,000!
No way, bro. That's kind of excessive, bro. No way, bro. Kaioken times 10,000, bro. That's insane, bro. He might have a chance with that move. Let's get back to it.
As unbelievably, of all the things to come out with, Avenger Goku would then erupt into a power jump that not even Ultra Vegito could match, somehow unleashing the largest Kaioken of all time. The instant he would do so, the entire stage below crumbling, a crater created below him, just trying to sustain the strength of the fighter above it. Oh, what? As Zeus, Avalar, and even Vegito would react, sensing the change in the fighter they had all been monitoring. What did I just sense? But it would only be when even Vegito would realize something was wrong, that a killer worthy of taking his life had appeared, that this Goku knew he had made his mark. I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but this will be quick. Too fast for what's left of that damn water! As staring with a ferocious primal look, his skin tinged red, like his aura, as if both were stained with his own blood, struggling to even talk through the pain, Kaioken 10,000 Goku was about to show us something once thought impossible.
But that was it for today's video, guys. And if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag.
But hey, man, this is a dope episode, bro. And you know, Goku, KO can times 10,000, definitely go put up a fight. Definitely go put up a fight, man. But I want to thank you guys for coming by and checking out the video today. It was great spending time with you guys, hanging out, man, catching up on our Ultra Vegito. You know, make sure you guys take care of yourself. And y'all know the slogan, believe in yourself, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. Dragon Ball Art 92. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
I'm too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful. So all my time I spend cheerful, and I know exactly what I'm here for. I'm too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful. So all my time I spend cheerful, and I know exactly what I'm here for. I'm too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful. So all my time I spend cheerful, and I know exactly what I'm here for. I'm too positive to be doubtful, too optimistic to be fearful. So all my time I spend cheerful, and I know exactly what I'm here for.